Hey guys, it's Daniel from needlesspounds.com. Last week, we created a spreadsheet to track our weekly weight data, and I told you about how I use spreadsheets not only to track my weight data per week, but also how I track my morning weights per day and how I use spreadsheets to do meal plans. And so I showed you last time how to use a spreadsheet basically to put in some headers and some dates and weights and things, and how to format stuff so it looks right. And this week I want to talk about how to view that data graphically by creating charts and graphs. If you've lost your spreadsheet from last week, have no fear, it is saved. One of the awesome things I love about Google is that you can't lose your flash drive, you can't lose your file. Even if your whole computer crashes, you can go to the library and still get to your Google stuff because it's not saved on your computer, it's saved in your Gmail account. So my Gmail account is needlesspounds.com or needlesspounds@gmail.com. And so I just sign into my Gmail account and I go up to the top here in the bar and click Drive, and then I see my spreadsheet here in my Drive. So I'm going to click it to open it, and you can see from last week I have added some data to give us something to work with. Over time you'll accumulate more and more data. So what we want to do is to create a graph of the dates and the weights so we can see graphically how our weight is changing over time. One way to do that is to highlight. Let me teach you how to highlight. You just click on one box, hold down your mouse, and then drag over a region. I've dragged over a region that's empty right now, but you can click on date and then click and drag down over this region. I didn't pick up the notes because I don't want to include the notes in the chart. I just want to include the date and the weight. But if I make a chart out of just this, next week when I come in and add new stuff, that's not going to be picked up by the chart. So I want to make a chart that graphs the entire column A and the entire column B. So one way to do that is to drag across A and B. So you unselect A and B and then you drag across it. Another way to do it is to select column A and to hold down Shift and click column B. Both ways equally fine. So we've selected columns A and B to tell the computer that we want to make a graph out of these regions. And then you can either go to Insert, Chart, or on the toolbar over here you can click Chart. Same thing, get you there. There's a whole bunch of different kinds of charts that you can make, but the one that I want to show you how to make is under Charts, it's a line chart, and you can click around on these various charts and see how they appear. I like this one with smooth lines. It looks like a ski slope, and I like that. So the way I got there, I'm going to cancel and do this again. I highlighted my columns of data, and then I clicked on the chart button, and then I went to Charts, Line Chart, and I went to this one, Smooth Line Chart. And when you have the one picked out you want, you can click on Customize, and you can change your chart title and say Weekly Weight Data, whatever you want. And you can change the colors and other things in here and just say Insert. And once you insert, then you have a chart. If you click on that chart one time, you get some buttons to change it with, and you get a hand you can move it with. So I like to move my chart out of the way of the spreadsheet. So let's say that the following week on June 2nd, I weighed 181.2. Notice how when I put that information in, my chart automatically updates for me. That's awesome because I set it up one time, and then as I progress and I enter new data, let's do June the 9th. I'm going to weigh 178.6. Bazinga. My chart just keeps updating for me, no problem whatsoever. And you can see, even on days when maybe you were on a plateau or you even gained a little bit, yeah, it's going to go up. But you can see over time just how far you've come and how it's just a little bubble on the blip of your weight loss radar. Okay? With these charts, you can resize them by grabbing the corner handles, and that's going to make these dates spread out a little bit better. You can click on the pencil, and you can edit things like the left vertical axis, which might be weight in pounds, and the horizontal axis, which might be date weighed. You can edit the legend, you can remove things, you can change the fonts and the colors. Or over here you have a little triangle for advanced edit, and you can do a bunch of these things. Now what I love is this neat button called Publish Chart. And because I have a blog and I have a website, I can take this chart and I can make it an interactive chart, and I can copy and paste this wad of stuff onto my website, and then as I enter data into my spreadsheet, my weight stuff happens automatically on my website. So I don't have to copy and paste it, I don't have to update it. I just put my information in and it just automatically appears on my website. It's the coolest thing ever. I don't have one of these on my website right now, but I'm planning on doing it. If you're interested, let me know in the comments down below this video, and that could be something that we work on. So publishing spreadsheets and charts could not be simpler using these Google tools. If you want to share the thing with one person, either right click it out here and say share, or if you're in the spreadsheet, up here in the top right there's a button called share. And right now it says private to only me. But if I wanted to share this with my dietitian, I go to the bottom and say add people, and I put in the names of the people I want to add, and I can say these people can view it or these people can edit it. I can also change it so that anybody who has the link to it can see it. So I hit change and I say anyone with the link can view, and then it gives me a link, and I can email that link to all my friends. I can post that link on my website and say, hey, I'm doing really good things here with my weight loss and I want you to be a part of it. Click on this link and go look at what I'm doing. Keep me honest. Keep me on track. Ask me questions about my weight loss. That kind of thing. So you can share it with nobody. You can share it with individuals by putting their email addresses down here in the bottom box. Or you can share it with the world by using this link. And you just click change to make those changes. So I'm going to put this back to private. And I'm going to keep it private for just me right now. And okay, cancel then. Done. So this is just my spreadsheet. It's between me and the computer. Spreadsheets are awesome for collecting data and for visualizing data. Next week in spring training, we're going to talk about how to do some math and some analytics on that data. But for right now, chart your data. See how you're doing. Plug in your old weights. I know at the UAMS clinic we get sticky notes, and forever I collected all my sticky notes in a binder. Get out your sticky notes and put them in a spreadsheet and make a chart and see how awesome you've been doing. Well, I hope this has been helpful. Collect your data, chart your data, comment on YouTube, like on YouTube, click all the buttons on YouTube, make sure YouTube knows that I'm here, and share my videos with the world. This stuff is made for you to be more effective, more productive. I want to give you the tools that you need to help you with weight loss. It's worked for me, and I want to see it work for you. So let me know what you need. I'll do my best to make it, show you, teach you. I'm a teacher. That's what I do. Daniel at needlesspounds.com. Needlesspounds.com is my blog. Facebook.com/needlesspounds is my Facebook. At needlesspounds on Twitter. I'm everywhere. Find me. Talk to me. See you next week.